Right, students. So, very good morning, students. So, very good morning to all of you. Yes, student. Yes, students. Right. So, today we continue syllogistic reasoning. So, actually, you know that we are discussing syllogism. The very concept of syllogism, if you want to convert into English, we call it as deductions. We can call it as deductions, and of course, we can also call it as conclusions. Logical deductions or logical conclusions. So in Greek, this concept is very well known as syllogism. Student, as I told you that in syllogistic reasoning, we will be given two statements, and basing on the two statements, you are supposed to get the conclusion. But the simple thing as far as getting the conclusion is concerned is, with the help of the two statements, try to draw a diagram. If you are able to draw a single diagram, there is a chance of getting the conclusion, or else conclusion doesn't follow. So this is all about syllogistic reasoning. Okay, student. Now I give you some examples and just let me know and how do you answer this question. Right. I think you understand this. Students, what is the point, man? What do you want to, what is your point? What type there is in syllogism? Sure. Let me explain you. Okay, student. Now, so we answer some questions. Let us see how you respond to this one. Here we go. Please look at the question. Here we go. Question number 1. Look at the statements. Now, students, yes. All boys are girls. All boys are girls. And I just give you one more question, man. Some girls are. Some girls are teachers. So, students, basing on the two statements, I just want to give you. Now, here we go. So, let me see whether you follow this conclusion or not. Some boys are teachers. Some boys are teachers. Okay, man. And then let me give you some some teachers are boys. Some teachers are boys. Come on, student, please respond. Tell me which of the following conclusion follows from the given two statements. Yes, please. Please follow. Please tell me. Yes, students. When your college reopens. Yes, students are asking me when our college reopens. This is very interesting, students. Actually, at the moment, nobody knows. Probably very soon. I think you are going to get into the college very soon. I think you are so excited to get into the college. You know. Yes, I understand it. Yes, student. Please respond, ma'am. What conclusion we follow from this? Somebody says conclusion 1. Yeah, please continue, man. Continue. Tell me what conclusion follows from the given two statements. Yes. Come on. Today we conclude the topic. Tomorrow we discuss some examples and there we can conclude this topic for sure. Yes, students. Yeah, very good morning, students. Very good morning to all of you. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. You get the point. Yes, students, exactly. So what I told you is all boys are girls. If you take the set of boys, all these boys are girls. Okay. And now some girls are teachers. Some girls are teachers means we can consider something like this. This is actually one way of consideration. And we have another way of representation because all boys are girls. Okay. When it is given some girls are teachers, we can also take this particular girls and then we can conclude them as teachers. Isn't it? And of course, we have another option as well. Yes, students. Yes, exactly. Yes, this is girls. And some girls are teachers. We can also take some girls are teachers like this. The problem in considering three different ways. Now, yes, we land up in a lot of confusion, man. Confusion number 1. It can be no boy is a teacher. I think you understand that. If you consider this possibility, some boys are teachers. And if you consider this possibility, all boys are teachers, which mean to say that a single conclusion cannot be arrived at. Which means to say that a single conclusion cannot be arrived at. For your information, student, Some boys are teachers, maybe this is correct from this possibility, but that may not be the possibility because that is one of the possibility, which means to say that from this we conclude that no conclusion. No conclusion. Your answer for saying no conclusion is from the given two statements, we are unable to get any conclusion, any single diagram. Hence, we say no conclusion follows. Okay, student? Now, here we go. Question number 2. Let me see how you answer this question. Yes, student. All trees are balls. Come on, student. All trees are chairs. Okay. So basing on that, let us see which conclusion follows. Conclusion number 1. Some balls are chairs. Some balls are chairs. Conclusion number 2. All balls are chairs. Yes, student. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see what conclusion follows from the given two statements. From the given two statements, what conclusion follows? Tell me, student. Yeah. Yes, student. Please. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm waiting for your response. I'm waiting for your response. Come on, student. The simple thing is you better go for a Venn diagram. With the help of the two statements, try to draw a single diagram. If it is possible to draw a diagram, we can think about the conclusion, or else we may not be able to. Come on, student. Yes, I'm waiting for your answer, man. Please make it confirm, students. Make it sure that whether you are able to draw a single diagram or not. Please confirm. No, 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 man. No. Please make sure that you're not making any mistake. Make sure that you're not making any mistake. Yes. Make sure. No, no, that's very good. That's very good. That's very good. Exactly, students. Yes, what you said is right. So actually, all trees are balls. If you see that all these trees are balls, come on, student, all trees are chairs as well. The set of trees should be within the set of chairs also. You understand that? All trees should be within the set of balls as well as chairs, but we don't know any relation between ball and chair because all trees are balls and all something, students, if you see all trees are chairs, and then we can also take all chairs are something like this. You understand this? The problem is the set of trees should be there in balls and chairs. But what is the relation between balls and chairs? We don't know. Hence, your answer for this question is no conclusion. Your answer for this question is no conclusion. I think you understand, my dear students. Exactly. So conclusion is not neither of the conclusion. So the simple thing for your information, student, we should be able to draw a proper diagram. If we can draw a diagram, we can get the conclusion. For example, student, I just want to give you one more example, man. Example number 3. Please look at that. Please look at the statements. Look at the statements. Some men are women, and then some women are mothers. Some women are mothers. Okay, student. Now, just want to give you some conclusions. Let us see what conclusion follows. Conclusion number 1. Some men are mothers. Some men are mothers. All mothers are men. All mothers are men. Quick. Student, yes, please. Let me see what conclusion follows from this. Come on, make it fast. Again, please continue. Okay, no problem, no problem. I'll explain you. I'll explain the student. Somebody says they're not getting the point right. No problem. I'll explain you. I'll explain you. Student, the simple thing from this, exactly. The simple thing from this, try to draw a Venn diagram. Try to draw a Venn diagram. From the given two statements, try to draw a Venn diagram. If you can draw a single diagram, there is a chance of getting the conclusion, or else you don't get anything. Okay? Come on, student. Yes. Come on, student. Make sure that you please try to draw a Venn diagram. Try to draw a Venn diagram. Without any confusion, if we can land into a single diagram, we can think about the conclusion, man. Otherwise, we don't get. That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Very good morning, students. Please confirm. Okay, 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 okay. Come on, student. I don't understand why all the people are so mum. They are not responding at all. Come on, this is very simple technique, man. This is what we call is syllogistic reasoning. Holidays. I don't know your holidays, man. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Yes, please. Are we done? Is that no other people are responding at the moment? I can see that not right, 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 right. Question number 3. Right, 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 right. So not a very big issue is not so simple, man. Some men are women. Some men are women. If you take the men and remember some of the men are women. So this is what you have taken. It is given that some women are mothers. Students, the problem is some women are mothers. Which women are mothers? Can we cut this woman and we can call them as mothers? And these are men. Student, is that one of the possibility? Yes, of course, this is one of the possibility. Let us see what is another possibility. It is given that some men are women. It is given that some men are women. Also given that some women are mothers. We can also take like this. Students, if you consider this possibility, man, no man is mother. If you consider this possibility, some men are mothers. Therefore, you are getting two different chances. Hence, we conclude your answer is no conclusion. I hope you understand this. Therefore, your answer is no conclusion. I hope that you are able to get my answer, get my point. Students, am I clear to you, man? Am I clear to you? Yes, I think so. Student, right at the moment, are you confident in drawing the diagram? Tell me, man. Are we clear so far? Student, please respond. Are we clear so far? Could you understand when we say conclusion doesn't follow? Come on, student, please tell me. Yeah, are we clear so far, student? Please let me know, let me know, let me know. Are we clear? I'm asking you, man. Okay, 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 okay. When your holiday starts, I don't know, man. Almost all the 7 to 8 months of time, you're in holidays only. Why you are asking me again holidays? For the last 7 months, actually, you are in holidays only. Okay, 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 okay. Tell me, student, what is the point you're not clear? Yes, 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 yes. So yes, I could see that almost everyone says that they are clear. Yes, okay, student. Now this is about mediate inference. Student, I just want to tell you that. Now please, for example, I just want to give you one question. Student, let me answer, you please answer my question. All boys are girls, for example, all boys are girls and all girls are doctors. Student, please respond from this. What conclusion follows, man? What conclusion follows? Please respond. What conclusion follows? Please respond. From the given two statements, what conclusion follows? Please respond. Please respond. Please respond. What conclusion follows? All boys are doctors. Very good, very good. All boys are doctors. Very good, man. Very good, very good. That's a very good, man. That's excellent. From these, we say that all boys are girls. All boys are, sorry, doctors. Student, for your kind information, this is what we call is mediate inference. This is what we call is mediate inference. Students, first of all, you must understand that so far what actually we are discussing is mediate inference. Mediate inference in the sense we are trying to draw a conclusion between two unrelated terms with the help of middle term. We are trying to draw a relation between, for example, please focus, man. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Yes, students, yes, I got your answer. Yes, everybody seems to be so confident. Now you get the point. Students, please listen to me. First of all, you must understand that all boys are girls. Okay. All girls are doctors. Student, actually, we are trying to get the relation between boys and doctors with the help of a common term. What is the common term in this case, man? Girls. Therefore, girls is said to be mediator. Girls is said to be mediator, which mediates the relation between boys and doctors. For example, and with the help of these two statements, if I ask you to draw a diagram, if I ask you to draw a diagram, all boys are girls and student, all girls are doctors. Therefore, this is only one possible diagram. Hence, we conclude that all boys are doctors. Students, so this is what we call is mediate inference. Mediate inference in the sense, mediate inference is a process of deriving a conclusion basing on two statements. You understand, man? And for your kind information, student, this particular topic you had in your 10th class. You had your in 10th class. Example, shall I tell you that A is a subset of B, B is a subset of C. Therefore, you conclude that A is subset of C. You remember, student? You remember the property? Can you tell me what is the name of the property in your 10th standard? You had your 10th standard just in 2 years ago. Tell me, student, what is the property? What we call this property? Tell me. Can anybody tell me what is the name of the property? Come on, come on, come on. If A is subset of B, B is subset of C, then A is subset of C. What is the name of the property? What is name of the property? You understand that we have the same in 10th class, man? Not responding, students. Why you are not responding, man? You must be able to respond quickly. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. I'm waiting. I am waiting for your answer. Please do respond. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Exactly. Come on, yes. Yeah, it is a set theory. It is a set theory. Yes. Set builder. No, it is not set builder form. It is not set builder form. There is the name of the property, transitive property. Yeah, yeah, very good, very good, very good. A is subset of B, B is subset of C, therefore A is subset of C. Come on, student, actually you are trying to get the relation, you are trying to get the relation between A and C with the help of the middle term. In this case, the middle term is B. If we don't have the middle term B, we may not be able to get the conclusion from for A and C. This is what we call is logical reasoning. Mathematics is a classical example of logical reasoning. You understand, student? So what actually we are doing is we are trying to draw a diagram with the help of the two statements. Okay? Come on, student. I give you one more example. Let us see how you respond to this question. Come on, student. All lawyers are all lawyers are men. No man is doctor. Student, please tell me what conclusion we get from this statement. Come on, student. Please tell me what conclusion we get from this statements. Yeah, come on, student. I'm waiting for your answer. I'm waiting for your answer. I'm waiting for your answer. Tell me, student, what conclusion we get from this. Very good, very good. Wonderful student, wonderful student. Come on, student, tell me what conclusion we get. No lawyer is. We get some conclusion. We get conclusion, man. Why you say no conclusion? We get some conclusion. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. That's very well done. Student, if I say that all lawyers are men, no man is doctor, the conclusion you get is no lawyer is doctor. No lawyer is doctor. Yes. Why you say we don't get? We get, man. We get the conclusion, and the conclusion is something like this: no lawyer is doctor. This is the conclusion we get. And if you want to confirm, sir, whether we get it or not, yes, there is a simple technique, man. Try to draw a single diagram, you will be getting the conclusion. So what is the process? What is the process? All lawyers are men. If you take the set of lawyers, all these lawyers are men. Okay? No man is a doctor. Therefore, the set of man is separated from doctor. So, by the way, lawyer is also separated from doctor. Therefore, you can conclude that no lawyer is doctor. I think you understand this. I hope you understand this. Students, this is about mediate inference. Student, I want to tell you some standard methods of getting the conclusion. Please write on. Please write on. In the following format, we get mediate inferences. We get mediate inferences. Write down the students. The formats are something like this. Number one, all A is B. Okay. All B is C. Therefore, the conclusion we get is all A is C. I hope you understand, students. I hope you understand this. In the following format, we get the conclusion something like this. All A is B. Student, just listen to me. All A is B. The statement is ended with B, and this following statement starts with B. All A is B. All B is C. Therefore, the conclusion is all A is C. And we get another conclusion as well. This is something like this. All A is B. Come on, student. No B is C. And when you have this kind of statement, the conclusion we get is no A is C. In this method, the conclusion you can get is no A is C. Student, am I clear to you, man? Am I clear to you? So when this kind of statements are given, we can jump to the conclusion straight away like this. We can jump into the conclusion. We can easily get the conclusion. Come on, student, please respond yes or no, man. Am I clear to you so far? In the following format, we get mediate inferences. Yes, students, please respond. Yes or no? Actually, you can go for a Venn diagram. That is the simplest way. But not every time you can draw a diagram. Straight away, we can get the answers. Something like this. Students, am I clear to you, man, so far? Tell me, man. Okay. And we have third method where we get the conclusion something like this. Sum A is B. Sum A is B. All B is C. Then the conclusion is sum A is C. Sum A is C. Student, please respond, man. Am I clear to you? Yes or no? Please tell me. So these are the three following standard formats. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Now I could see that many of you say yes. Very good, man. Very good, very good, very good. This is very clear. So these are the three different cases where you will definitely get the conclusion. Actually, the simple technique is drawing a Venn diagram. That is obviously the best process. But actually, every time you need not go for a Venn diagram. We have simple technique. These are the three cases where a clear conclusion can be established. I hope you understand this. Okay, man? Right? I think there is no confusion, students. Am I clear to you, students? Right? Okay, very well done. Very well done. Very well done. Yes, very good, students. So I just to give you some examples, please respond quickly, man. I give you some examples, please respond quickly. Here we go. I just give you three examples. Try to respond quickly. Let me see how you are answering this question. Now, please concentrate. Yeah, yeah. All pens are balls. Come on, student. All balls are all balls are dusters. Student, please respond which conclusion follows from the given two statements. Next example. All all pens are balls. Okay, man. No ball is duster. Tell me which conclusion follows from the given. Some pens are balls. All balls are dusters. Student, tell me which conclusion follows. Tell me, man. So I'm asking you to respond the conclusions quickly because you know the format. We can simply get the answer. I think you understand. Okay, student. Now, very good, man. Very good. Wonderful, wonderful. It is very impressive to see that almost everybody seems to be responding very well. Yes, student. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, third one. Third one. And for the third one, your answer must be some pens are dusters. Your answer is some pens are dusters. I hope that we are very clear so far. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think we are getting everything. So with this, we come to an end of mediate inference. Students, this is all about mediate inference. Mediate inference in the sense we are getting the conclusion with the help of a middle term. In this case, the middle term is ball. And in this case, the middle term is ball. So with the help of the middle term, we get the conclusion. So this is what we call is mediate inference. Using the two statements and getting the conclusion is said to be mediate inference. So far, this is a very simple technique. Actually, these are the standard formats where we get the conclusion. And in some cases, we may not be able to get the conclusion. Actually, so to get the mediate inference, the simple technique is we can draw a Venn diagram. It is very easy to get the answer. Students, I think we are absolutely clear, man. Okay. Now you please put the subheading. Now we move on to next one, man. Immediate inference. Immediate inference. Now we go to the next model, that is immediate inference. In third case, no. In third case, we should not take like this, man. We should not take like that. We should not take like that. We have the technique, you know. No, third case, in third case, you should not take like that. All pens are dusters, it won't happen, man. It won't happen. So what actually happens, I already gave you. Okay, right. So immediate inferences. If a conclusion is drawn, if a conclusion is drawn from a single statement, we call it an immediate inference. We call it an immediate inference. Okay, ma'am? If we draw a conclusion from the single statement, we call it immediate inference. Okay, student? Now please write on the format. Please write on the format of immediate inferences. Please write on. Please write on. Continue, students. Immediate inferences are of two types. Immediate inferences are of two types. One conversion, and two implication. Immediate inferences are of two types. One is conversion and then implication. I think you understand. Student, I give you a table for conversion and implication. You please take down the table. You will be getting it clear. Okay. So this is conversion and this is implication. Okay. I'll give you one by one. Student, just listen to me. Number one, all A is B, universal affirmative statement. Some A is B, particular affirmative statement. No A is B, universal negative statement. Some A is not B, particular negative statement. Please write down the conversions, man. Please write down the conversion. For this statement, the conversion is some B is A. Conversion means just reversing. All A is B converts into some B is A. Student, are you clear, man? All A is B. The conversion is some B is A. No, this is part of syllogism only. This is the final part of syllogism. With this, we come to an end of syllogistic reasoning. Student, I give you one example, man. I give you one example. You please tell me what is your answer. For example, students, I give you one example. Please tell me what is your answer for this question. Students, please respond. All Tamilians are Indians. All Tamilians are Indians. Student, please reverse the statement. Reverse the statement. All Tamilians are Indians. Please reverse the statement. Reverse the statement. If I say that all Tamilians are Indians, what is the reverse of the statement? Come on, student. Please reverse the statement. Tell in opposite way. If I say that all Tamilians are Indians, then what is your answer for what is the reverse of the statement? Tell me, man. Tell me. Come on, student. Yes, please respond. If I say that all Tamilians are Indians, please tell me what is the reverse of the statement? Very good. That's very good, man. That's very well done. No, all Indians are Tamilians is absolutely meaningless. Do you think all Indians are Tamilians? No. Some Indians are Tamilians. All Tamilians are Indians. If you want to convert the same, that converts into some Indians are Tamilians. Why all Indians are Tamilians? It is absolutely meaningless, Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Yo, that is the reason why the conversion is something like this. Okay, some B is A. Next, some A is B. Conversion is some B is A. Okay, no A is B means no B is A. Okay, some A is not B, no conversion. You can give away. Then implication. All A is B, no implication. No A is B, no implication. Some A is B, implication is some A is not B. Okay. Some A is not B, implication some A is B. Please take down that table, man. Take down the table. I give you some examples. Please take down the table. I will give you some examples. I will give you some examples. So with this, we come to an end of immediate inference. So this is about syllogism. Syllogism is of two types. One is mediate and another one immediate. Okay. I give you some examples, student. Please note down. Please note on the table. After having done, I will give you some examples. Yeah, I will explain you, man. What is the meaning of implication? I'll explain you. So you have taken up the table now. You took the table. So table is already noted down. Now yes, I just give you some examples. What is conversion? What is implication? With some practical examples. Okay. Please listen to me. Sure, student. I will explain you. I'll explain you. Ready? Now yes. Student, let me give you some examples. Right. Number one. Student, if I say that all Punjabis are Indians. All Punjabis are Indians. Student, please write down the conversion. Okay. Number two. Some Tamilians are Hindus. Some Tamilians are Hindus. Okay, student. Right. Then, no American is Russian. No American is Russian. Student, please listen to me, man. So, actually, I have given you three statements. I'm going to write down the conversion. You know what is the meaning of conversion, man? You see, the conversion is nothing but reversing the statements. Simply reversing the statements without changing the validity. Reversing the statements without changing the validity. Here we go. All Punjabis are Indians. Therefore, some Indians are Punjabis. Some Indians are Punjabis. Okay, man? This is what we call is conversion. So the things actually now we are writing down is nothing but conversion. Students, some Tamilians are Hindus, which mean to say that some Hindus are Tamilians. Some Hindus are Tamilians. I hope you understand this. Okay. No American is Russian. Therefore, the conversion is no Russian is American. Student, am I clear to you? You done with immediate inference? So you understand what is conversion, student? Please respond. Do you understand what is conversion? Yes or no? Yeah, very good, very good. No, no Russian is, no American is Russian. Therefore, I can say that no Russian is American. Student, please tell me you understand what is conversion. Yes or no? Please tell me. Yes or no? Please tell me. Are you clear with the conversion, man? Okay. Yes, everybody says yes. Now finally, let me tell you what is an implication. Now let me tell you what is the meaning of implication. Student, the very significance of implication is nothing but implied meaning. Implication is nothing but implied meaning of the given statement. For example, if I say that some, some students, some students are some students are qualified. If I say that some students are qualified, so tell me student what I really mean. What is the implied meaning of the statement? If I say that some students are qualified, I indirectly giving you a clue that some students are not qualified. You understand that? If I say that only some students are qualified, I must be telling you that some students are not qualified. Some students are not qualified. This is what we call is implication. That is the implied meaning. Implied meaning. That is what we call is implied meaning. Some students are qualified. If I say that some students are qualified, then I can tell you that some students are not qualified. This is called implication. Okay, man? So with this, we come to an end of syllogistic reasoning. Probably in the next class, I will be giving you the complete details of the topic. I know that students, you find it little difficult in this kind of questions. Probably the reason is because this concept is absolutely new to you. You find it little difficult, but there is no such point. We can definitely make it. Only thing is, we need to discuss this question one or two times so that you get more clarity. Okay, man? So tomorrow, our next class, I'll be giving you the final concept of syllogistic reasoning. Okay, students? I hope you understand this. This is what we call is implication. There is no conversion for this. Yeah. Right, student. Very fine. So thank you for your concern, student. I think yes, we have been we have been discussing for a very long time. Really appreciate your patience. You are trying to learn. The advantage now you have is because your actual classes didn't start so far. You get a lot of time to learn the topic. Once your classes starts, obviously we cannot continue. Okay. Thank you, students. So we'll meet in the next class and we get the final concept of syllogism, right?